Okay, hello everyone. So today's session is about the TCAS, and our guest speaker today is a very big, and no one know more about the TCAS more than him. Okay, so I would like to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Shali Jalun Nopalat, right? Okay, to on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charlie. I am the TCAS system manager. The TCAS system is developed first by the Council of University President of Thailand. Okay, so it's very nice to come and see all of you. Okay, at SWU demonstration school. First, I would like to bring your attention to the history of the university entrance system. In the old days, 1961, as you can see, that is the first generation of the Thai entrance system. In that time, we try to have everyone accommodate by letting them choose up to 4 or 6 university of their choice. The system will rank the score of each student and then place the student in one of the best choice that they have chosen. So at that time, the entrance system was used, and then the one thing that is the problem of the entrance system is that students do not know their score before they choose the curriculum or the department that they want to join. As a result, the student take the exam, and the exam score was ranked. At the end, only the student will know they're going to pass or not pass through any university. So some students choose the university that is too difficult. Some students choose the university that is too easy because they don't know their score before choosing. So we changed the system a little bit to the second generation of the entrance system and then modified it to the admission system. The big change is happening in the admission system where all the students know their score before they apply to the university. So by knowing the score, the student can make a better choice. But at the end, the admission system still have another problem. The problem is that there are too many subjects for the student to take. You may not know that at one point there are up to 36 subjects that the student have to take. So that is a lot of subject to take. And also, many universities open the direct entrance exam. And by having the direct entrance exam in the system, the student have to run around from one university to the next university in order to get a chance to get into the university. And that comes to the cost of admissions. Students have to pay for the applications and direct examinations. So the system was later changed into the TCAS system. The TCAS system solved many problems that previously have. For example, it reduced the number of subjects. Okay? About 1/3 of the subjects are being removed. And secondly, the TCAS system allow all the students to have only one maximum seat at one time. So for example, if you are a student apply to the portfolio system, you may submit your portfolio to 10 university, for example, and then you may get admitted or offer the admissions over 5 university. So at the end of the first round, you would need to identify which one of the 5 that you want to confirm the studying. And you can only confirm at the maximum of just one university. So at the end of each round, no matter how many university you get offered, you have to select to confirm only maximum of one seat. So that is the system all about in the clearinghouse system. The first one, we try to make sure that the students stay in class until the end of the semester of their last semester, grade 12. The reason is because we don't want the student to come and take the exam around the country. Otherwise, the student will go to the tutorial school or some other school, and that lead to the inequality. So in the third one, we want to make sure that no university in the TCAS system will have the direct examination to the university because that creates another problem as well. So these are the objectives of the TCAS. Generally, if you look at the entrance or the admission system in Thailand, before going to your university, you would need to go through these three processes. The first process is the preparation process, okay, where you will have to take some of the exam, okay. So I'll tell you what are the exams that are available. As for the international student, maybe you are familiar with the TOEFL exam, IELTS exam, SAT exam. All those exams are part of the university entrance. So you can take the exam, keep the score with you, and use it in the second process, okay? For the first process, taking the examination, not only this international standardized exam, you can also take some of the Thai standardized exam, for example, TU-GET, okay? So that is for English proficiency. CU-TEP, okay? Similar one, English proficiency. Or you can take the TCAT, TPAT, even the A-level in this case, A-level of the CUPT, okay? Arranged by Council of University of President of Thailand. And the preparation of portfolio and certificate also needed. If you want to go to the portfolio round, obviously you would need to have all the exam score and the portfolio so that you can submit to the university in the second process. Once you prepare and go to the application process usually consists of application screening and then interview sessions, and before they can offer you the seat or the admission right. In the application process, there are 4 rounds that you can submit your applications. You prepare your exam score, you prepare your portfolio only once, but you can submit the application in 4 rounds, okay? And the first round, portfolio round, of course, so many students plan to submit in the portfolio round because it's suitable for the international student. Some students even go to the second round, which is the quota round. In this quota round is the round that offer to the student who has special needs. For example, students who are poor, students who are in disability, or student who has a special treatment that we need to give them, okay? So in the application process, if you don't go to the first 2 rounds, you can go to the third round, which is the admission round, which I will explain later. And once you go to the application process, the results will be announced on the same place. No matter which university you apply to, at the end, the result will be announced at the system called mytcas.com. So everyone enter the mytcas.com and then see their result, whether or not you get offer or not offer. Once you get offer, you have to go to the third process. The third process is for the student who has been offered a seat to a university. Once they read the result announcement, they can make the confirmations. The confirmation process is really needed. If you forget to confirm, at the end, you will not be able to register in the university. So the university only accept the one who are confirmed the result announcement. So these are the 4 rounds of the admission system, okay, TCAS system. The first one, we have the portfolio round, which is suitable for the outstanding student who have good activity record, or they may have good academic profile, or they may have competitions certificate, or maybe some of the award that they may have received during their 3-4 years in the school. This round focus on the portfolio. Maybe some university ask you to write the statement of purpose. Okay? What do you plan for the future? Why do you really need to study in this university in this particular curriculum? So you might have to write down your inspiration a little bit. Tell the story to the selection committee. Why do you really want to study in this university? Some standardized score may be required. Okay? For example, some university ask you to take the SAT, IELTS, or maybe TCAT or TPAT. So TCAT, TPAT usually occur in December. Okay? Therefore, is having enough time to submit in portfolio round. The portfolio round you apply and process by the university. Okay, so the university are the one who screen your application, and then they also do the interview of yourself. At the end, they will submit the result to the My TCAS system. My TCAS system then announce the result to you, and then you do the confirmation that you want to study in a particular program. In the second round, quota round. This quota round are for the student in the local area where they live university, so they can study, or the student with the special needs, like I mentioned. So this admission is normally based on the national examination score, like TCAT, TPAT, or A level. Okay, and apply process is also the same as the portfolio round, where you need to apply at the university. Okay, and the result announced at the mytcas.com system. In the third round, the admission round, which is far different from any other round because it's the national round. So that means all the students apply through the same system, okay? The system called mytcas.com. In that system, the student can choose up to 10 curriculum that they want to go through. Okay. For example, you may want to go to curriculum A in Thammasat University. You want to go to curriculum B in Chulalongkorn University. So you have to rank from number 1 that you want to go to the most until number 10 that you want to go to the least. Okay. So over here, all the ranking that you made will be processed based on your score. So if you have high score, you may pass all the 10 program, 10 curriculum that you have chosen. But at the end, the system will announce only the best one that you choose, only one curriculum, okay? So if your score is extremely high, so you get rank 1 that you choose. If your score is not so high, you may get rank 5 or rank 9 that you choose. If your score is really low, you may not pass through any rank that you choose, okay? So it's based on the score purely, okay? On the last round, which is the direct admission round, this is a round for the student who doesn't have anywhere to go yet, and the university still have some seat left, so they want to offer for the last round. So this last round is the same as the first round, so that means the student apply at the university. Okay. Many students do really, sometimes they ask us, how many students need to apply before they can get their confirmations? I would have to say that most students, about 2/3, okay, 69%, 68%, 67%, okay, they only go through the TCAS system just one time, okay, so one round. For example, they go to portfolio round and they make confirmation and it's done, okay. The student that go to 1 or 2 rounds, that is about 90%. Okay, so 90% of the students, they do the transaction in the TCAS system only 1 or 2 rounds, and only 1.5% do the TCAS system all 4 rounds. Okay, so this is the statistic that we have. The detailed statistic you can scan here, or maybe go to that link. Okay? So you see the statistic of every program in every university in every round. Okay? For example, you want to know how many people submit portfolio to this program at Thammasat University, how many people get accepted through this portfolio system to this curriculum. Okay? So you can also find that kind of information. And the top 10 curriculum that are most applied in Thailand during the past year: number 1, nurse, okay, number 2, law school, number 3, business school, and management school, and so on. Okay, so these are the top 10 curriculum that the student apply for. These are the number of seats that are available in the system. Okay, so you see that every year there are about 300,000 students in the TCAS system, and each round we will have available seat and the number of applicants. The number of applicants always fewer than the number of available seats. Okay? So that means university has so many seats to offer, but we don't have enough students to fill in. Okay, and even more than that, you see that portfolio round is a round that are that is the most popular one, okay, because the number of seats is higher than any other round. The number of applicants also highest in the portfolio round. Many students believe that to be in portfolio round, you must be outstanding. But I say, this day, portfolio round, you don't have to be so outstanding anymore. You can be in the middle range and get accepted to the portfolio round. Okay? This is the statistic of the number of students who give their confirmation throughout the past 6 years. And you see that the total number increased a little bit from 200,000, maybe 220,000, okay? But the thing that you see, the change over the year is the blue one. Blue one is the number of confirmation in round one, and you see that the number actually increased from around 58,000, now is about 88,000, okay? So that means the number of students who go through the TCAS system and try to enter the university, they are mostly interested in the portfolio round. Every year, CUPT, okay, Council of University President of Thailand, will announce the official TCAS calendar. This calendar is used for everyone to do whatever transaction they need to do in the system. For example, next month, on the October 28th, that will be the first day that you would need to sign into the system to check your data and record that everything is recorded or imported correctly. And then in the portfolio round, you would have to have the first day of the result announcement, the confirmation date, and also the cancellation date. Okay? So these are the calendar that every student usually have, okay, when they want to do any transaction in the TCAS system. I'll explain a little bit about all of this in each round later. Okay. This is a translation of the TCAS calendar. Okay. The previous one was in Thai, okay, so this is in English. Here you see that in the first round, usually you apply at the university, just like the second round and the fourth round. For the third round, you apply at mytcas.com on that date. Okay? And the result announcement, confirmation period, and the cancellation period. What are the confirmation, cancellation, and all these things? Okay? This is called the clearinghouse system. Okay? The clearinghouse system is the third process that I mentioned. Once you take a look at the result announcement, you have to ask yourself, am I passing the admission? You submit the application, right? So after that, you would have to check whether or not you pass the admission, you get offered from the university or not. If you are offered a seat from the university, you have two choices. Number one, you can confirm the admissions, okay, because the university wants you to be in the university. They give you a seat, you can confirm. If you click confirm, meaning that you go directly registered to the university system, okay, so you can start entering the university. But if you don't want to confirm, maybe I really don't like that program and I change my mind, I want to go study abroad, or maybe I am trying to do again next year. This year I want to take a gap year. So you may click on no confirmation. If you click no confirmations, that means you can go to the next round of applications. Okay, so maybe I don't want the portfolio round, I want to go to the quota round or the admission round. So if you click no confirmation, you can go to the next round. The student who click confirmation, they cannot go to the next round, okay, because they already have seat offered. And the student who click confirmation, afterward, maybe they want to cancel the confirmation. Okay, so the confirmation can be canceled. If you cancel your confirmation, you then can go to the next round. And if you go to the next round and you don't get admitted by any university, you cannot go back and confirm the previous one anymore. Okay, so once you leave, you leave. Okay, so you cannot go back and forth. Okay, like that. And the cancellation has a limit, okay? So that means you can only make a maximum of one cancellation. There are 4 rounds, right? If you cancel in round 1, you cannot cancel again in round 2, round 3. So this is the rules that we set. Normally, when you want to find out the information about curriculum that you want to apply to, the place that I would like to recommend is mytcas.com. Okay, so that is the website that we set it up. And if you click here, just like a Google search, okay, so you can type some of the keyword in here, okay, and the keyword, for example, if I want to study Chinese medicine, okay, so I just type in here แผนจีน แผนจีน is Chinese medicine, okay? So if you type แผนจีน in there, so it will show you curriculum that relate to your keyword, okay? For example, it may say, okay, Chinese medicine at Thammasat University, Chinese medicine at Mae Pha Luang University, and then once you click into the curriculum, the information like this will show up, okay? For example, this is the BBA program at Thammasat University. So in the BBA program at Thammasat University, in the first tab, it will just give you the detail of the curriculum, what kind of degree you're going to receive, what about the expense, tuition expense, okay? So how many % of the student get graduated in 4 years? Once they get graduated, how many % are actually get job offered and then or having a job? And those who has job from this curriculum, what is the average salary that they get, okay? So this kind of information will be given on the website. And also they will tell you how many students do they accept in each round, okay? And once you go to the round tab, for example, round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, it will have more detail, okay? It will have more detail. For example, in round 1, portfolio round, so it will say that, okay, students who graduate from international curriculum, they can accept, okay? And also they will give you the number of acceptance, how many students. In the quota round, they accept only a few students, and these are the criteria for admissions, okay? So you can use the data search system in the MyTCAS website in order to find out about the curriculum that you are interested in. In round 3, the admission round, okay, you apply directly to mytcas.com. You can choose up to 10 curriculum, ranking from order number 1, the one that you like to go most, prefer curriculum, the second one, second most preferred curriculum, until the last one, rank number 10. Check the admission requirement carefully, okay, before you make the selections. Because in the system, you would need to check the university announcement, okay? Sometimes the university say in the announcement, okay, that if you want to learn in this curriculum, you must not be color-blinded, okay, for example, okay? And you don't know that you are color-blinded or not, so you need to make sure that you are not color-blinded, okay? And then if you're color-blinded, then in that case, you get passed through the system, and then you get admit on the interview day. They check your eyes, and then you fail the interview, okay? So that would be such a disaster because we pass through everything, and then at the end, we have to fail the interview, okay? In the system, it will screen the qualification automatically. For example, the graduation curriculum must be the same as the requirement. Minimum GPA must be met. Minimum exam score must be received, or the graduation date or the examination score other than the national score must be met again. So these are the criteria that are screened automatically by the system. Like I mentioned, there are many other criteria or qualifications that are not screened by the system, okay, and therefore is your responsibility to check that with the university announcement. In the admission criteria of the third round, the result is based on your ranking, okay, your ranking in the same curriculum that your friend choose, okay? So let's say in one curriculum, they want to accept 50 students. there are 500 students apply for it. Okay, so in that case, everyone will have to go through the score calculations, and then the final score calculation will be used for do the ranking, and the top 50 will go to that program. The rest is just waiting list. Okay, so they are in the waiting list. To calculate the total score, normally the system do it for you. But how the system calculate the score? So in the third round, if you click on this tab, for example, this is where is I am teaching at SIIT. Okay, so this is my curriculum. Okay, in my curriculum, if you want to join, you would need to take TCAS 1, you have to take Math 1, and you have to take Physics. Okay, so these are the 3 subjects that you need to have. So once you have all the subject that you take, okay, you fill in your score here. You take the weight from here. Okay, so the weight is being used over here. Okay, multiply the weight with the score. Okay, so that is the product. Sum all the product, that is your final score. Okay, so this is called the weighted sum score. Okay, so once you have the weighted sum, if your weighted sum score is higher than last year, okay, because there are records being given. Okay, last year the minimum score for the student who can enter this program is 40. So your score is 49.5. Okay, so I have pretty good chance that I will get admitted to this program because my score is much higher than the minimum of last year score. So in the third round, we have a process called double sorting. Okay, so what is double sorting? Double sorting go like this. Okay, during the admission round, you apply, right? Once you apply 10 curriculum, the first round of processing, they will announce to you the result. If you pass for rank 1 that you choose, okay, if you choose 10 program, right? If you pass in rank 1 that you choose, you can either confirm or not confirm. If you choose confirm, you go to university. If you don't confirm, you go to the 4th round, okay? But students who pass the first processing round in rank 2 to rank number 10, they can choose confirm, not confirm, or recalculated. Okay, so it's like second round processing. Okay, second round processing can also be an option for the one who didn't pass anything. Okay, so they can choose for the second round processing. The second round processing will give you a better result or maybe the same result. Okay, if you get a better result, congratulations. Okay, so you can confirm, it's confirmed automatically, and you go to the university. You may wonder, Ajahn, the first round processing and the second round processing, why the results are different, right? The reason is because after the first round processing, some students choose not to confirm. When they not confirm, the seat is right away available. Okay, so we can move up some of the waiting list to replace that seat. Okay, so everyone who are in the top waiting list, they will get upgraded. Okay, so the upgrading is possible, but you cannot be downgraded. Okay, so in the second round of processing, you only get better ranking or maybe stay at the same place. Okay, so that is the beauty of the second round processing. Okay, and if you don't want the result from the second round, you can always make the cancellations. Okay, but the cancellation, as I mentioned, only cancel once. Okay. Okay, so this is the typical screen, okay, that you're gonna have. I skip that one. Okay. For the examinations, okay, there are 2 kinds of exam that are available in the national exam. The first one called TCAS aptitude test, TPAT professional aptitude test. Okay, so and the second one is the knowledge test, content-based test. We call similar name A-level, but not A-level Cambridge. Okay, so this is also called A-level. It stands for applied knowledge level. Okay, for the exam date, usually in December, we take TCAS, TPAT. In March, we take A-level or the general subject. The blueprint of all the exam can be read at the website blueprint.mytcas.com. Okay, so if you go to this website, they will have the detail of each exam, example of each exam. This is, for example, the blueprint of the TCAT. Okay, TCAT measuring 10 categories. Okay, so 10 skill, and you're gonna be measured with 200 questions in 3 hours. Okay. This is TPAT 2, Fine Arts Aptitude Test. Also, visual art, music, dancing art questions are being asked. The format of exam, you can take the exam in paper-based or computer-based. Okay? The cost is the same, and the paper-based is for the A level is 100 baht per subject. This is a typical examination centered, okay, and the paper for the exam, okay, where you need to make a preparations. For the computer-based exam is taken at the same time and then taken at the computer center. This is the example of the computer-based exam, okay, so you click on the choice that you want to choose, okay, so which one is largest, for example. So this is the submission of the computer-based answer sheet. Okay, so the answer sheet. So this is the schedule for the national exam. Okay, so you can actually follow the schedule if you want to apply, you want to take the test, you want to maybe confirm or maybe want to see your test paper. So you can also remember it or take notes on this schedule. Okay, so I think we end it here, okay? So because we have quite limited time, and for more detail, you can always come back and read on this document, okay? So which will be shared to you a little bit after. So during this time, I guess if you have any questions, okay, feel free to ask, or maybe we have questions from online if you need to. For the student in grade 12, you are very close to use this information. For grade 10 and 11, maybe a little bit later, right? Next year or the year after. Okay. Any questions so far? Was it too quick? One question that I usually get, okay, for example, how many university can I apply during the portfolio round? Okay? Are there any limit, like maximum number? Okay? The answer is no, there is no limit. Okay? So you can apply to as many university as you want. Okay? So some students apply to 18 university, okay? And they get offer from 15 university, and they, at the end they have to choose a maximum of just one university, okay? Because this is the clearinghouse system. Another questions, perhaps? Anyone? Some student ask in the portfolio round, okay? This is from my past experience. The student asks if the minimum GPA requirement is 3.0 and my GPA is 2.98, okay? Can I apply to this program, okay? The answer is no, okay? So do not take a chance because there will never be chance, okay? Because in that sense, if your score is lower than the requirement, right away your application will be thrown away, okay? So in that sense, if you check the requirement and you don't meet all the requirement, I suggest that do not apply to that program because you have to pay the application fee, you have to prepare all the document, and that is just a waste of time if your application is being thrown away, okay? This one, please.
No, I does what is that?
Does
Does like SAT or GD like easier than TCAS, like TPAT or TCAT or
TCAT,
TPAT?
okay. SAT, there are the what is it, the English part, right? The what is it called, and the other part is the mathematics, right? For the English proficiency of SAT, that is far more difficult, okay, than the TCAT 1. TCAT 1 is English communication, okay, by the way. But for A level, I would say A level is comparable to TOEFL in the sense, okay. But for the other one, SAT math part, okay, that may be compatible to TCAT 2, okay. So you see there are 3 TCAT, right? Okay, TCAT 1, English communication. This is very easy. I bet many of you will get hundreds or maybe 98 or something like that. Okay, TCAT 1, English communication, quite easy. Okay, for the international program student. Okay, for the logical and critical thinking, this part may be compatible to SAT mathematics. Okay, so in that sense, all right. Sorry that all the exam are in Thai, okay? Therefore, uh, the Thai student go through the TCAS system. Every Thai student enter university in the TCAS system, you have to go to the clearinghouse, okay? So,
I have a question.
yes, please.
Is Cambridge A levels harder than CPUT A levels?
Average of A level harder than
The Cambridge version.
The A level in Thai, you mean this one? Okay. There are true A level, right? This A level of the CUPT, okay, we consider it to be harder. I think it will be harder than the A level Cambridge. The reason is because the time limitations, okay? So you only have 90 minutes to take the exam, and the exam are considered to be quite tough. For example, chemistry, okay? The average of the country is 19%, okay? For physics, for example, the average of the country around 20+%, okay? So I would say that A level of Thai exam is more difficult than the Cambridge version, yes. Please.
What happens if we fail the test?
If there is no fail, actually the test, once you take the test, you either get high score or low score. If you get low score, when you submit your applications, you will not receive an offer for an admission to the university. Okay, so if you do not get offered from the result announcement, you do not get offered to the university, you then can go to the next round. Okay, so you can keep going to the next round until the 4th round, and if you don't get accept again, then it's your choice. Okay, even you're gonna wait next year or you're gonna go to the private university, so that's up to you. Okay, ask one thing. Yes, please. You first.
Can IGCSE, right? IGCSE and SAT like
Being used
being used
in
in
the admission system.
admission system?
Okay. SAT is used in the admission system in many university. Okay. So you can submit your SAT score as part of the requirement by the university. IGCSE, by the way, are not used at all. Okay. So for all the students who want to apply to the TCAS system, at the end you have to apply first for the high school equivalent certificate. High school equivalent certificate is from your A-level Cambridge result. If you pass 3 subjects A-level, okay, then you can apply for the high school equivalent certificate. And that certificate is a requirement to go through the university admissions. Yes, please.
Does most of the universities care about our transcripts?
Yes, yes. The reason is like this. First, transcript means the summary. They only care about the GPAC. GPAC means the average grade. GPAC is calculated from GPAX is calculated from the average of the A-level result, okay, A-level Cambridge result, okay. So once you go to the high school equivalent system offered at Chulalongkorn University, okay, so you apply for high school equivalent system. So not only the equivalent certificate, you also need to have GPAC equivalent certificate. So they will take your A-level Cambridge calculated into 4.0 GPAC system of Thailand. Okay, so that is the number that the university is looking for. All right. Any other questions, perhaps? I think it's perfect timing because everyone wants to finish on time. Okay, we have about 1 minute left. Okay. One more here. คนเดิมนะครับ Another one.
What is the first thing a university would look at in a portfolio?
In portfolio. Number one, they will have pre-screening process. Okay, I am part of the portfolio committee. They will have the pre-screening process. Make sure that you have all the qualification required by the announcement. So once they screen, you pass the screening. Now they're going to send through the committee for evaluations. The committee that evaluate, I think, from my experience, they will look for the sign of inspiration or the level of inspirations. How committed are you to this curriculum? If you show that all the past activity that you have done are really the thing that inspire you to be in this curriculum. For example, you want to be in engineering school, okay? So they want to see what are the activity you do in the past, okay? You want to be in engineering school, so the past activity might be you go to a science camp, you go for the exchange program, you become the research assistant, or maybe you do some activity related to science and technology. You are in the code writing, you study online, learning some coding and game writing or web-based software or something. Okay? So if you have this kind of items or activity in your portfolio that match the curriculum that you are learning, that considered to be high level of inspiration. Okay? So this, I think, is the highest priority when we read the portfolio. Okay? All right, I guess that's all, okay, for the questions. Okay? Thank you very much for the attention. Yeah.
แต่เชิญเพื่อนบนเวที
อันนั้นบนใครจะเป็นตัวแทนหรือว่า
โอเค อันนี้หรือว่าของอาจารย์
แบตเนอร์จะเลยครับขอบคุณนะครับนักเรียนกลับไปเรียนต่อใช่ไหม
All right, thank you everyone for your attention for today. I hope you're gonna get all the information for your next TCAS submission. So if you have any question, and feel free, like I'm sure our school counselor maybe like can fulfill all of the question that you might have later on. For the slide presentation, like the guest speaker said, that we can share with you later on. Okay, thank you. So we're gonna start with the Makara for that. The nearest door and your